Howdy folks, and welcome back to World of Tanks with me, Antonov2. And today, for the first time, we're looking at the USA. Okay, at this point I'm going to stop imitating an American accent the crappy way I do it. Because the half of you that isn't American will be laughing their ass off, and the other half that is American will be really insulted by now. So, sorry to all you guys. I'm not going to try to do this again. I was just, trying to be amusing because I really suck at imitating accents. Anyway, it's not about me imitating accents. It's about the game, and it's about this little tank here, the M4 Sherman Tier 5 American medium tank. And this tank is a legend. It's one of, if you say Second World War, and if anybody knows a tank, then it's either a Tiger, a T-34, or an M4 Sherman. These are the most known tanks of the Second World War, and the M4 Sherman is one of them. This was kind of the standard tank of the Americans of the Second World War. And again, I'm starting to insult you guys over from America, and I'm really sorry, but this tank kind of sucked in the Second World War. I don't know what the kill ratios were of this tank against the Germans, but they were pretty bad. Okay, I must admit the Russians weren't all that much better with the T-34, but this tank used to be one-shotted by Tiger tanks and so on. So obviously this tank wasn't designed to match a Tiger tank or anything. This tank was the idea behind these M4 Sherman tanks was to outnumber the enemy, and that worked pretty well, and in the end, of course, the Americans won, as you all know. Or the Allies won, not only the Americans. But anyway, so this tank was quite important in history, and it really existed, and it was the standard battle tank of the Americans in the Second World War, especially in the late, in 44 and so on, when D-Day happened and so on. They were all conquering back over territory from the Germans. This tank had a very important role in that. And although it wasn't all that great in real life, really, this tank is bloody amazing in the game. This tank is it's so absolutely overpowered and troll. It's just, okay, of course you have to remember, if you look at my crew, I've got a 100% crew with full trained BIA and nearly full trained repairs. So of course I've got quite an advantage over my opponents in this tank. But all the same, even when I first started playing this tank, and I only had a 50%, or I think I had a 70% crew, because I got my crew over from the M3 Lee. I was really glad to get rid of that M3 Lee, by the way. That tank that's a real big turd, that thing. Well, no, it was worth it playing through it just because of this thing. This is your first tank you get in the American line that is really good. And at least according to my opinion. Of course you might have another one. And even when I only had a 70% crew, this tank it kicks ass. The gun selection is amazing. The armor is great considering that this is a medium tank. It's just all round an amazing tank. And okay, we're talking of the stats anyway now, so we just may as well quickly go through them. It's got 460 hit points, which is upper average for tier 5 medium tanks. It's not a lot, and as intended with medium tanks, you shouldn't try to suck up hits with this, because it won't work out, because you just haven't got enough points for it. It's kind of pretty heavy for tier 5 light tank. Just quick, medium tank, not light tank. We'll just quickly have a look at the other tanks, like the T-34, for example. Okay, it's about as heavy as a T-34. And it's got an engine power of 460 horsepower. So we get a power to weight ratio of 14.79. So we can just say that's a power to weight ratio of 15 horsepower per ton. Now, this tank, that's a bit, well, the major drawback of this tank, I think, I feel, is the speed maneuverability, because it says it does 48 kph, but you'll usually be cruising at about 30 kph, and well, it turns pretty quickly, and the turret turns very quickly as well. But all the same, it's kind of, well, it isn't slow. This tank can definitely shift, but you know, it's not especially speedy. Next we come to the armor. It's got 51 at the front of the hull, 38 at sides and rear. Now that's nothing really, but it's sloped very, very well. This is, I guess this is a 60-degree angle, or maybe a 50-degree angle, maybe something between 60 and 50 degrees, I'd say. So you get quite a lot of bounces from the front, especially if you angle your hull like this. Quite a few shots will bounce, and then your turret has got, mind you, this is the upgraded turret. It's got 63 all around, and it's got a pretty sturdy gun mantle, so your turret can be very tough to penetrate from the front especially, but even from the sides and rear, because you know, well, people don't expect you to have so much armor on your turret, but you know, usually all guns will penetrate 63 millimeters of armor square on, but you know, you'll get the occasional bounce from the turret from sides and rear as well. As for the hull, obviously the problem with this tank, or one of the problems with this tank, is this huge inviting square part of hull just here, and on the other side as well, just calling out, please shoot me. And of course the engine deck back here, which invites Arty to shoot at it. One interesting fact, however, is that, as you can see, a part of this engine deck is hollow underneath. Now I haven't tested this, so I'm not sure about it, but I think this might be a no-hit box zone, but I'm not sure about it. Don't rely on that. If any of you guys know, please let me know in the comments. But I'm not sure of it. But anyway, the rear, you know, I wouldn't try to shoot at the turret, just try to shoot in here, because you'll probably wreck the engine and do all kind of critical damage, and it's only got 38 millimeters of armor, so everything can really penetrate that. Yeah. Next we've got the gun, and well, we've got quite an interesting gun selection on the M4. First of all, we get the 75mm gun that I believe the M3 gets this gun as well. It even says M3 behind it. So this is the gun of the M3D, and it's actually a pretty good gun at tier 3. Not tier 4, at tier 4. But at tier 5 this gun is just really bad. So you want to, as quickly as possible, unlock this 105mm M4 howitzer. This gun is amazing. It's an HE gun, and it's just absolutely troll. We'll come to the stats later. And then after that, you should get the turret, because, well, okay, you have to get the tracks so that you can fit the turret and whatever, but I believe you can fit this gun here without having to get the upgraded suspension. Then you get the suspension, and then well, it depends on if you want to use the tank with this 105mm gun or with the 76mm gun. If you want to use it with a 105mm, then you don't have to upgrade the turret straight away. Then you just go for the engine first, then you get the upgraded turret, then you get the radio, then you get this gun, and then you get the better tank. Or if you don't even want to get this tank, only this, you don't even have to research this gun. Now, both guns are good. So, and they're good in different aspects. So, and then how you want to play this tank will decide what gun you want to fit on it. So, remember, this is the howitzer gun, the tier 5 howitzer, and this is the 76mm gun. As you can see, they're both like kind of very standard American guns. Like, you can fit them on nearly any medium to lower high tier tank in the American tech tree. And yeah, let's get stuck into the stats. So, the ROF of the 76mm gun is nearly twice as quick as on the 105mm. Okay, we come next we come to penetration, and for penetration is a lot better on the 76mm gun. It's let's see, okay, 70 millimeters, about 70 millimeters, 75 millimeters better than on the 105mm gun. However, if you use the 105mm gun, I would highly recommend you to use premium ammo. If you can spare the credits or the gold, use premium ammo, because then it will have a penetration of 101 millimeters, which is quite okay for tier 5. 53 millimeters is crap at tier 5. Then next we move on to the damage, and this is where it gets interesting. 401 HP damage on the howitzer. 410 HP damage. That's, remember, this is tier 5. This will one-shot some of its opponents in the same tier. And we get 115 HP damage on the 76mm gun. So that's not all that amazing. However, this gun here is about the sustained DPM. You've got a really high ROF. My reload with Brothers in Arms and 100% crew is something like 3.6 seconds, something like that in between shots. So you'll really be able to pump out the shots like hell. Then next we get the accuracy, and this the 76mm gun is 0.12 more accurate than the howitzer. However, both of the guns are brawling guns, and even although this gun is a lot more accurate, you won't be sniping with this gun, or you shouldn't be really. You should be coming up close, and especially with this gun is really about coming up to your enemies and just derping them in the face and laughing your ass off when nearly all their health crumbles away in front of your eyes. Anyway, the aiming time is the same on both, 2.3 seconds, and the howitzer weighs a lot more. Now, it depends on you what gun you want to use. I would highly recommend the howitzer, just simply because it's that much more fun. And judging from the stats, you might think that the tier 6 gun is better, but actually, I at least experienced that. I tested both guns, and I experienced that in games the howitzer performs a lot better, or I perform a lot better with the howitzer. However, it depends on your style of gameplay, and if you like more like DPM guns, like guns with a high DPM, then definitely check out the 76mm gun. If you've got enough money to get gold ammo, definitely get this gun, because with gold ammo it does 50 HP damage more, but your damage is that high anyway that 50 doesn't matter. 50 HP, that doesn't matter at all. You'll still be absolutely trolling your enemies. But this gun works fine with a 53mm penetration as well. I never ever used premium ammo on this gun, and I still love this gun. When I show you my replays, you'll know what I mean. Yeah, anyway, we'll talk about crew skills and equipment quickly before we jump into some games. And my crew is that good because I put this crew on my super Pershing regularly to train it. So that's why my crew's got the 7th skill level nearly at 100%. If you're driving this tank regularly to grind, you probably won't even unlock the 1st skill level. But if you want to keep this tank, which I can highly recommend because it's just amazingly fun to play, you probably want to get repairs first of all. Well, it depends on what gun you use. If you want to use the howitzer, I would recommend you to get Brothers in Arms, because the howitzer's got a long reload and so on, so Brothers in Arms will really help with the reload, the aiming time, accuracy and so on, all the stuff that kind of sucks on the howitzer. So I would go for Brothers in Arms first. If you've got the howitzer, if you've got the 76mm gun, get repairs first. Then for the howitzer, get repairs as 2nd skill, and then you could get firing on the move, like other stuff like let's see, how is it called? I forgot how it's called. Let's see, skills. Yeah, smooth ride or snapshot for the gunner, stuff like that. are really dynamite in this tank. Then for equipment, it again depends on what gun you want to use. If you're using the howitzer, you should get improved vents, just because vents will really help with the howitzer, and they're really cheap on this tank as well, because it's only vents second class. Then, well, if you want to get any other equipment, I mean, if you get any other equipment and fill up all the equipment slots, you'll be tripling the costs of this tank. But you know, if you want to have it, get the medium caliber tank gun rammer definitely, and the enhanced gun line drive. It's more or less the same for using the 76mm gun. You want to have the enhanced gun lane drive and the medium caliber tank gun rammer, and you want to have a toolbox, not improved vents. You don't need vents if you're using the 76mm gun, because all your reload time and aiming time and accuracy and so on are that low anyway that you know, 5% won't make a lot of a difference. So yeah, now that we're finished with all that stuff, let's have a look at this game, some games that you at last know what I'm talking about when I say derping them in the face. So first game, and I don't know how this game turned out. I haven't watched this replay for ages. I think I haven't watched it at all. I just saved it at some point and I've got no idea what's gonna happen. So yeah, I'll be just surprised as you will. Yeah, and I'm heading for this left part of the map here. It's an encounter battle, so let's see, it can't have been that long ago that I recorded this. Let's see, it must have been, when was this introduced, encounter mode on Modern Warfare? I think it was even in 8.6 or 8.5, so it's quite, no, it must be 8.6, yeah. So it's a very new replay, but I still can't remember what happened. Anyway, just right here you can see what you shouldn't do with this gun, which is sniping, but somehow it works out for me because, well, okay, I just missed the kill there. The Panzer III/4 ninja'd it from me. So there's a stug there, and yeah, okay, this is just, you really shouldn't be doing this. With a 0.55 accuracy gun, you shouldn't be sniping. Although at 200 meters range it's still alright, but if it gets further away than 200 meters you should avoid sniping if possible. This gun is all about getting close and you know, just without aiming, just derping them. So look at that. Now the thing is, this gun, it's for howitzer, as you can see. I'm not using gold ammo, and although I never penetrate my enemies, I always do up to 150 HP damage. The normal damage roll, the average damage is I think about 410, yeah, it's 410 for average damage. I never do 410, I only ever do 150, but the great thing about this gun is that you do 150 no matter where or how you hit or how thickly armored your enemy is. You always do 100 and about 100 damage in average. And if you penetrate, like if you can get round the sides and rear of your enemy, you will very easily do your full amount of damage, your bingo roll even, and one shot kill them. So I was rushing in here because, you know, as I said, sniping with this gun is crap. However, I had to take quite a few hits. Even one of them penetrated my gun mantle. That's a bit disappointing, especially after me saying that the gun mantle actually is armored pretty well. Anyway, you can see that stuck there. I did him for another 150 HP about. So that's just what I love about this gun, the way it just derps enemy tanks, and you know, they think you won't penetrate them, and then, you know, hooray, you do. Look at that martyr there, 165, I just one-shotted him, and you know, that's the great thing of this tank, fighting against light tanks and tanks like open top vehicles. This gun kicks ass, and if you can get round the sides and rear of your enemies and they are lightly armored, you will absolutely kill them. Okay, second kill, that was a Matilda, I think Matilda 4 was it? Let's see, No, it just was a simple Matilda. Yeah, Matilda 4 is tier 5, isn't it? Yeah, okay, third kill that stuck there. And this gun is amazing at dealing with enemies that have been already softened up. Like, if your teammates have dealt down an enemy to about 100 HP, and then this gun just comes in, and it doesn't matter if you hit your enemy or not, you will still absolutely kill him with this gun, because no, it doesn't matter if you penetrate, because not hit, penetrate, because you'll still kill him, because it just does the splash damage. Although you don't even have to hit your enemies, because it will still do splash damage if you kind of just shoot the ground next to them. Although I would always recommend to try to hit them. So that was a nice game, and now I remember why I saved this game, mainly to demonstrate to you what this tank's gun here can do to lower tier vehicles, like for example with the Marder 3 Vietnam Marder 2, especially vehicles that are open topped and lightly armoured. So I've headed for the left flank on Redshire, and I was first going to the right flank and then decided to go to the left after all, so I'm a bit further behind the other tanks. And again, I'm doing quite a big mistake here. I'm kind of doing it wrong, because I'm trying to snipe with a .55 accuracy gun, but you know, I haven't got much choice really, because you know, I came to this flank late. Although this isn't the .55 accuracy gun, this is the, let's see, it's the, I think it's got .46, so that's quite a bit better. Or maybe .43, something like that. Anyway, .4 something what. Yeah, so, and just there you could see how useful this DPM of this gun, or this very high reload time, not high reload time, low reload time can be when you're trying to, you know, secure a kill that a lot of other guys are trying to secure as well, because you can very easily get it first, because you just reload the fastest. As I already said, I think it's 3.6 seconds or something like that. So that's a very, very high, a very, very quick reload speed. And this, like, with this gun, the tank will also move more quickly and so on, will be more agile, because you know, it's lighter, so power to weight ratio will be quite a bit better. And this KV-1 is just doing what I hate when my teammates, he's gun blocking me. I just hate guys who do that, you know, just parking his tank directly between the enemy tank and my gun. I just keep on raging about that kind of stuff for ages. It's just, so if you watching this KV-1, fuck you. What were you thinking of? I could have pretty readily shot you there. Just, you were very, very lucky that my shot travelled to the enemy KV-1, not to you. Not my computer again. Oh shit. This is, I hate this. My computer keeps on doing this in the last days. If any of you has an idea how to solve that, please let me know in the comments, because every 10 minutes this message is popping up in my bottom right corner, and it's getting on my nerves really bad. I'm trying to kind of block the website that's doing it with my firewall. I'm just gonna see if it works out. So here you can see Wrath of 16 to 17 working on a Matilda. Yeah, we kill him, second kill. And now it's at KV-1 there. I believe I track him, and there's only 3 enemy tanks left, the KV-1 being one of them. Then there's a BDR and an A20. So that's KV-1's gunner, so I decide to head for the BDR. But, you know, he's being sniped by that Stug and the Churchill, so he's kind of dead too. So there's only the A20 left. I've got no idea where he is, but he will be spotted in a second. There he is. So I try to head up the ridge and try to get the kill, but somebody else gets him. And, you know, those guys up there, they earned him. So, like, it was their kill, not mine. I was on the other flank, so they rightfully got the kill. So, as you can see, this tank performs very, very well with the other gun as well. Only this gun is quite another style of gameplay, because it's all about sustained DPM, and you have to, like, it isn't all that much about popping around the corner, taking a shot, going back to reload like the howitzer is. This gun is about, you know, putting yourself in the middle of a street and just waiting for enemy tanks to come down that street and just pumping shots into them at 3-second intervals. And that works fine, you know, it's an amazing gun. Only I like the howitzer more, but if you like this kind of gameplay more, definitely get this gun. It's up to you. So last of all, I've got, well, I won't spoil it for you, but I've got a game line up for you, a nice game for that. So we've spawned on El Haloof, and it's a tier 6 game, although there are only 4 tier 6 tanks in each team. And I'm heading for this right flank together with the S-35 and the Cromwell. Let's see who else is coming down this flank. Nobody at the moment, so we're alone with 3 tanks. And there's a YOLO M8A1 going down, or not going down, coming up here. So how do you best fight YOLO with a counter YOLO, as you will see just right now? Remember, this is a very lightly armored, again I'm using the howitzer, I forgot to mention this. And I don't know what I'm doing right here. I think I was doing something else, just pressed RRR and was in the internet somewhere. Anyway, I've returned now, and remember that this M8A1 is a very lightly armored open top vehicle, and I've got the Derp howitzer gun. I do my YOLO thing here, but I get tracked. But thanks to my repair skill, I repair my trap very quickly. And now look at this. BAM! One shot. Oh, that's why I love this gun. That guy was probably raging. So I first of all tried to park my tank here, but I realized that I'm not in cover, so I draw back and go into cover behind this this kind of hill here, or ridge. So the whole enemy team is shooting at me, I feel now. Like, I kind of feel like they're shooting all at me. But I've got 77% of my health left, which is 3,500. And I decide to head on because, you know, I'm not helping my team by sitting behind that ridge over time, and there's a lot better cover here anyway, and artillery safe cover, so that's why I'm going here. And I was very lucky when doing that back there, that there weren't any snipers up here, because sometimes snipers camp on the top of this kind of mountain here, or ridge line, and then I just really snipe down all the enemy tanks here. So I was very lucky that there weren't any people camping up there. And now I'm very slowly and carefully pushing a bit here, and I spot quite a lot of enemy tanks. Let's see. Oh, we can shoot at Wolverine. Look at that, another one shot. And remember, that is a tier 5 tank. Oh my god, I love this gun. Yeah, so we've one-shot killed a Wolverine and an M8A1. And look at this AT2. This AT2 has got 203mm of frontal armor. This is one of the most heavily armored tanks in the game. It's actually got more frontal armor than the mouse. The mouse has got 200mm. This tank's got 203, and it's a tier 5 tank. That's just trolling. But look at this. 203mm of armor. Wait, it's coming. It's coming, and that's why I really adore this gun. That's 203mm of armor for you guys. Fourth. You wish. Third kill. Oh my god. I love this gun. And then there's a T-34-85 there, so I draw back. He gets a shot into me. So I hope I can draw back before he can put another shot into me, and I can. So we're definitely winning this game. The score is 10-3. They've only got 2 KV-1Ss, that T-34-85, and normal T-34, as well as a grill left. So we've got this game in the bag. Oh, this gun is bloody amazing. And you have to remember, I'm not using premium ammo. This is the standard ammunition. So yeah, this Panzer IV is grown some balls. He's being brave. And seeing who else is coming up. The S35 CA and the Panzer 3/4 are coming up as well. And the Cromwell died. I didn't even realize that he died. Okay, so I'm still being very, very careful here. But now with the Panzer 4, like the Panzer 4 is rushing forwards, and he's probably going to take over BS for me. So yeah, I'm gonna come up behind him and see if I can get some more kills. And yeah, I think I'm probably going to sell this tank because I already researched the Tier 6 medium tank of Americans, but and because you know I'm in really, really bad need of credits at the moment, but I'm gonna do it very, very, very hard. I'm gonna be very, very sad when I have to do this because I adore this tank. Just, you know, the troll moments you get, it's amazing. Okay, obviously these two tanks are AFK here. Okay, it's a bit cheeky killing AFKers, but you know, everybody does it, and they have to be killed so that we win. So I may as well get the kills anybody else can. And 4th kill. And although I didn't even penetrate the armor of that guy, I'm still doing about 100 damage. And look at this now. I'm not penetrating, and I reliably do over 100 HP damage. So 5th kill. Oh, what did you say? This tank is supposed to be bad? It was bad in the Second World War? Oh, you wish, guys. This tank is amazing. So and the grill's dead as well, so we've won the game. And what a game that was. So I hope you enjoyed it. I did definitely, and let's have a quick look at the results. So we got 53,082 credits and 2.5k experience and a sniper medal. Those that's tier 8 premium tank level of credits. And well, okay, I must grant you I've got premium account, so without a premium account that would have been 3.5k credits and 1,685 experience, but still that's amazing considering that this is a tier 5 tank. And we spotted 4 enemies, enabled spotting damage and all 4 of them as well. We critted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies, and look, we critted this T-34-85 3 times, and critted the Wolverine and the M8A1 twice. Well, okay, we one-shotted both of them, so yeah. Anyway, that's another thing that I forgot to mention. The HE gun, right? That's that just does critical damage. It's it does a whole pile of critical damage. Then we damaged 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enemies and destroyed 5. So that's quite a nice score. And it's no surprise, I guess, that we did best in the whole team. We got we did just short of 1,400 damage. Again, remember that this is a tier 5 tank. And we got 1,000 credits. Just say 1,000 credits. And a sniper medal. We were the only tank in the game that got a sniper medal. So, very nice result there as well. And we fired 10 shots. 9 of them hit directly. Again, then all my shots taken were either at point blank range or at kind of close range. I wasn't sniping, but the accuracy usually is bad. Then all my shots penetrated. That's kind of not quite true. What happens with HE shells is they get into the enemy armor, but they stick in the armor. But they stick there halfway through the armor, then they explode, and then they do this kind of 150 damage or something like that. If they really penetrate and get through into the crew compartment and whatever, then they do this 450 damage or so on. So that's the way it works. So this penetration isn't really correct, but anyway, I like improved stats. Then we did just short of 1.4k damage. Received 3 hits, of which 2 penetrated. And we received 410 potential damage. So we just we were quite lucky to survive actually. We spotted 4 enemies, 6 of them we damaged, and 5 enemies we destroyed. 700, well, just short of 800 HP damage was done upon our spotting, and we drove 1.51 kilometers. Yeah, so that was an amazing game. I was just laughing my ass off of this replay, but you don't believe how I was rolling on the floor when I one-shot at that Wolverine. Oh my god. So you've just got so fun moments with this HE gun. I just really recommend the gun. Although the 76mm is great too. And that takes us to the conclusion. So, as you can probably expect, my summary to this tank will be pretty positive. And yeah, I love this tank. It's just amazing. And if you're being trolled by artillery in your tier 10 tanks, and you've got a losing streak in your tier 8s and whatever, just check out the M4 Sherman and you'll have immediate fun. It's just such an amazing little tank. Again, it's your choice what gun you want to use. If you want to use the howitzer, you have to kind of more do derping tactics, pop around corners, take a pot shot at an enemy. Well, it isn't really a pot shot if you're popping around corners, but just derp them in the face, run back, reload, and come back out again. If you are using the 76mm, however, it's more about sustained DPM, as I already said. You have to try to keep the enemy in your firing range as long as possible and just pump him full of shots. So it's your choice. I personally recommend the 105mm, especially if you want to use premium ammo, but it's your choice. And even without premium ammo, this gun kicks ass because I never use premium ammo and I got amazing games in this tank. I've already uploaded a gameplay video of the M4 Sherman a few days ago, so if you want to see some more gameplay, watch that. That was an amazing game as well. Like, I basically was the only tank left against an AT2 and some other tanks as well, and I rocked the game. The thing's called M4 Sherman Rocking the Game as well, so check that out if you're interested. And yeah, I can really highly recommend this tank. It's just amazing. Just even if you've already got the American heavies or whatever, definitely check this buddy out and just get him again because it's just real fun playing him. And yeah, now that I've one thing I forgot to tell you actually is the M4 Sherman. We've got 2 ways to get to your American heavies. You can go either through the heavy tanks, starting with the T1 heavy and the M6, and then you can get the T29 whatever, or you can get the M4, then you can get the M4 Sherman Jumbo, then you can get the T29. I would highly recommend you to go down, not bother about getting the T1 and the M6. Okay, the T1 is alright, the M6 is absolute turd of a tank, and then another great thing is about going down this line, because both of these tanks are amazing. I'm really looking forward to playing the Sherman Jumbo as well. And then the great thing is, if you get the Sherman Jumbo, from the Sherman Jumbo you can unlock the T20 and the T29. So you can go down the medium tank line and the heavy tank line, and you only have to separate at tier 7. So that saves you grinding down 2 lines separately to get to the mediums and the heavies. And the mediums are amazing tanks as well. I'm definitely going to get them in some time too. But at the moment I'm bound for the heavy tank line first. And it's just worthwhile going down this line just for playing the M4 Sherman because it's such a bloody amazing tank. And I bet you this M4A3 E2 Sherman Jumbo will be amazing as well. I haven't had any games in this yet, I've never played it, but judging from the stats it's going to be real big fun. So I'll be coming up with a review of this tank too. And by the way, now that I've reviewed the Sherman, I can actually sell the Sherman. Let's see, send entire crew to barracks and sell. Let's see, send to depot, yeah, sell. And now we can buy the, let's see, we'll buy it without crew. Okay. So here's our, let's see, where is he? Here. Here's our Sherman Jumbo, and yeah, I'm gonna probably have some games in this just right now after I've done this review, and I'm really looking forward to playing this tank. Some gameplay's probably coming up and a review. So I'm really looking forward to this, and I hope you are too. I hope you enjoyed this review and it helped you out. If it did, remember to like it and perhaps even sub to my channel. There's actually some cool stuff coming up soon because my friend General Denny allowed me access to his account for a few days so that I can review his tank, and he's got all kinds of great stuff. He's got an IS-7, a Yak Tiger, Type 59, all great stuff, and I'm going to review all those tanks soon. So watch out for those reviews, probably the Type 59 or the Yak Tiger review coming up tomorrow. And yeah, thanks for watching again a lot, and yeah, follow me on Facebook, and I hope I'll see you next time in my next video. Bye bye.